just waiting for the Facebook Live to start. Hi everyone. So let me introduce ourselves. I'm Priyanka Ghaghda, Access Bars facilitator.
And I am Hiral Ghaghda. I am a certified facilitator of access consciousness. Um, I teach classes and I do private sessions as well. And I work towards bringing change for my clients.
So, I know that there's a lot of modalities these days, and when you're looking to change things in your life, you often begin to wonder which modality is right for me? What do I choose? Do I go to a psychologist? Do I go to a healer? Do I do Reiki? Do I do SRT? How do you know which one is for you? Like, what do you have to say about that?
So for me, I can say for myself, what has worked for me. So initially, I used to really try out all the modalities. But when I came, I started doing access consciousness is when I noticed the maximum amount of change that happened for me. And it just, created so much space in my life and so much creativity, started bursting out of me, and it just changed my life completely. Even I am in shock today that where my life is from where it was. So yeah, I feel for me access tools and techniques really work very amazingly, and it gives the fastest change for a person. That's my point of view.
Yeah. So, what I noticed in Hiral, if you guys didn't know, Hiral is my mom. We live together as well. So, she did her access bars class and things were going okay. But then when she did the foundation class, which is the second class in access consciousness, it's a 4-day class. When she did that, she would come home every single day saying, "Oh my God, you have no idea what I learned." And then I would just like hold the manual. She'd bring home the manual and I would, sit there and read it and I'll be like, "Oh my God, this is so cool." It has a plethora of tools to change any situation in your life. And like, what did you experience after you did the foundation?
So, small things like where I used to feel like at the effect of my reality, and I used to feel that, oh, I'm so small, and I'm not able to move past certain issues. So, there is this a topic in the manual which talks about victim, victimizer, and control, and how the victim plays small, but is at the effect of everything. And it really, like, the foundation showed me exactly what my power was and how I could bring about change in my life, and it was in my hand. Everything can change, anything can change. It's just we have to choose. We have to choose that power
Hi,
within
Kim.
us. So yeah, that's one example.
Yeah. And so, hi, Kim. It's nice to have you here.
Hi, Kim.
So, I know a lot of people who, they mix modalities. They'll just put their feet, like one foot in every modality. Um, and I know a lot of people also believe that, okay, well, I'm set in my ways doing this, using this tool. Um, but I promise you, what you're going to learn in the foundation is something that you would not have learned. Because what I find that you don't find in any other modalities is the use of numbers. Now, there's numbers all the way up to 20, right? But in the foundation, we only explore a few of those. So, numbers have energies in them. And how can you use these numbers to change things in your life, change the past, change the future, create a different future, actually? um, you know, unlock the memories that are stuck in your body, unlock the photon particulates that are stuck in your body, and make them into photon wavelengths. Now, the difference between these two is
So the particulates are, when so a cell has a round shape. Every single cell in this universe has a round shape. Now, what happens is when we function from lower energies, like thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and we feel the heaviness of those emotions, what happens is that the cell it starts to become elliptical, so which is not our original state. Now, what happens is that as you function from a higher vibration, your cells automatically take up their natural state of being. So yeah, doing access has maintained this level for me without me having to do anything. It's just a tiny switch in my mind that I have to change, and things start to change. Everything starts to fall into place, and it's just like magic at work.
Yeah, and you can literally use these numbers to like change your money situation, change your body situation, change your relationships. And so many people they tell me that, oh, is it really that easy? Oh, that's a joke. I've been struggling for so many years. Every time I look for a job, it's so hard. And especially now during COVID-19, how can you say it's so easy? If it was easy, we wouldn't have problems. Yeah, we wouldn't have problems if we would choose these tools, if we would choose ease. What is the value of hardships that we continue to maintain in our lives?
So you might say that you are. So I would like to say that we are not at the effect of this reality. This reality lives within us. So what we choose is what's going to create our reality. It's just a matter of choice, and things can change in a matter of a split second. So I would like to say that the foundation, what is the foundation actually? It is a set of tools and techniques which you can apply in your life, and you can change any situation, be it your money situation, even in this time of COVID and all the stress and
Really? But who's buying? No one has money. How are they going to buy from my business? Please tell me.
yeah, so then there is a certain technique in the foundation which is called the energy pull. So we had this 15 days of energy pulls that I conducted recently, and not only did it change the business and money situation for the client, but it also changed my own, as I facilitated it, it changed my situation with my money, and it exponentialized my business as well. So yeah, that's one example.
I mean, we can go on talking about the energy pulse, but one thing I want to say about that is, it's not a meditation. It's not that. What it actually is it's you communicating with the molecules of the universe. Because you are energy, space, and consciousness, and everything around you is that too. And science tells you that 99% of objects are actually space. And that's what you are. You are that space. And if you are space, and if the objects are space, that means you guys are one. And if you guys are one, that means you can communicate with anything. So, this, like, the energy pulls actually teach you how to do that, to communicate with them and actually uh, transform them to actualize what it is you want to have in your life.
Yeah, so what else? Foundation has these four body processes, and they're really dynamic body processes. So one of them I would like to, it's one of my favorite tools and a body process. It's called the biomimetic mimicry body process. So what happens in this particular body process is when we as beings, we from the minute that we are born, we learn to relate to our environment, and we pick up energies from our environment, and we take it as though it is real and true for us. So, and this, when it happens, we lock it into our bodies. This energy is locked up in your body, and so like you tend to say that, oh, okay, I really so love my father. So then, when you love someone, you also pick up their energies and you try to mimic them. So now, everything that your father has been good or bad is also mimicked into you, whether it be bad also. You know, he might be having certain traits in him which are not really working for him, or which wouldn't work for anyone either. So this body process, when we run this body process, it's a hands-on technique which is taught in the foundation. This releases that energy that we have locked up, and it can be applied to any situation or any person that we have, really so identified with in our lives. And it starts to change the molecules of your body. You start to become different, you start to think different. My friends have actually, came up to me and said that, what is it that you were something different and now you are showing up as something completely different? What is this expression? How did you bring it about? So this is one of the tools that has changed for me the ways that I have applied myself in life.
Yeah, and even for me, so like I spend a lot of time with my mom because we work together, as co-therapists, as mother and daughter, and so I do absorb a lot of her energies as well. And one night I got the BMM body process run on me, and what happened in the next week after that, my entire life shifted. I'd love to talk about it. You can contact me further so I can tell you about it. But it was honestly, that was a wake up call for me because I realized that I was actually not being myself. I was living from her pains and pathways, from other people's pains and pathways, and it doesn't necessarily have to be with your family members. It could even be with the people that you work with, and even when you're at work, like you have these points of views of, I really deserve this recognition. I've been working so hard for all of these years. Um, Again, is that even your reality? Is it your reality to not be recognized? Or are you picking up someone else's reality? And awareness is one thing, but being able to change it is another thing as well. And that's what this body process helps with.
Also, choice plays a very important role over here. So now you might be having the tools and techniques with you, the manual is there in front of you, but you are the one who has to choose to do it and apply those tools in every moment of your life. And believe me, it will turn your life around and you will be amazed at the magic that just transpired.
Do you guys have any questions about the foundation or, how it's different from the access bars? Feel free to ask us. I know that a lot of people have asked me, the access bars was only 1200 dirhams. Why is the foundation so expensive? What do you have to say to that?
Well, it is expensive because it is a full 4 days course. So we have like, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Throughout with a break in between, and it goes on for 4 days. So it's like a total personality overhaul that you are going to experience in those 4 days. And in that we have this manual which has which is like 150 pages with so many tools and techniques for body processes. And yeah, we also play the ESB by Dane here. He's one of the co-founders of Access Consciousness, which is very, very powerful also. And there are so many things, whatever questions that you come up with in class is what is going to create this class, particularly. And yeah, the number of people that come in, it's going to like all contribute to the class, and it'll be like a overall experience for you. So which is why it is so expensive.
Some people, when they hear the word class, they think that it's teacher and student, and then you have like a manual, and you have to go word by word, and it's like, oh, this, okay, done, next, next. No, that's not how it is. I think that Access calls these classes because of a lack of a better word, but actually it's like a party of consciousness, and Access doesn't call them teachers, Access calls them facilitators. And facilitator means to render easy. So, why people even come to this class is think of a couple of things that are not working for you right now. It may be that you've lost your job. It may be that you're considering starting a business and you think you don't have the funds. Or, you're in a toxic relationship. What are those areas that you really want to work on that you haven't been able to change for the last 10, 20 years? That's the whole point of this class. You come with those questions, and magically, other people who have similar problems to you also show up to these classes. And the questions that both of you ask are going to facilitate each of you to change, and also with the help of the certified facilitator.
So, Priyanka, you're talking about consciousness. Can you elaborate more on the fact of why consciousness?
So many people think that consciousness means I've reached nirvana, I've reached this elevated state of being, and that's another dimension, another reality. But that's not true. Consciousness, as defined by Access, is consciousness includes everything and judges nothing. It's about being totally aware of everything in your life.
Yeah, it's about awareness. It's not about spirituality or, like you have to reach a certain stage of nirvana or anything. No, it's like in every minute you apply these tools and techniques, and, you judge nothing, you come out of the judgment space, and you include everything. So sometimes, it so happens that we tend to reject certain things or align with certain things which are not working in our favor. So, even 10 seconds of unconsciousness can create a disaster for people in their lives. So, which is why we are so like hell-bent on talking about more consciousness and more awareness and using these tools in every second of your breathing life.
Because if you really were aware in every 10 seconds of your life, you wouldn't really have any problems. You would be a multimillionaire. You would, have phenomenal relationships. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so do we have any more questions?
Well, is there anything you want to say before we end the live?
Um, yeah, so I'm going to be hosting a foundation class at Just Be on the 11th of this month, and it'll be a 4-day class. And yeah, we're going to be exploring these tools and techniques together. And I invite you to come join me and, see what change you can create because it has changed my life so amazingly. And I would like all of you to have that as well.
Yeah.
Everybody should have it.
So, I mean, she actually decided to become a certified facilitator after doing the first foundation class
Yeah.
because she was so blown away by it.
Yeah, it is an instant, decision that I had taken immediately after my foundation class. I had done this foundation class and it changed so much for me. And I was like, I have to bring this out to the world. And because it is such a contribution, and I was living in a space of, this is never going to change in my life, and it's so sad, and it was so drudgy. But the foundation made me realize that anything is possible, everything can change the way you like it. So I decided to instantly, go ahead and become a certified facilitator and bring out more consciousness, facilitate more consciousness to the world. So yeah, and being a certified facilitator had so many prerequisites, and it was a long journey which I completed within 6 months, and here I am.
Just so you know, it requires a lot of money to become a certified facilitator, and because Hiral did the foundation, she was able to use those tools and create the money in order to be able to pay for those classes. So if there's anything that you want to achieve, it is possible. Also, if you are a bars practitioner already, you've already met the prerequisites for this course because you need to have done one bars class.
Yeah.
And if you are a bars facilitator, you can use this class to renew your license as well. And if you're not any of these, what contribution would doing this class be for you and your clients if you're if you're a holistic wellness practitioner? I wonder.
And not just that, you can have any business. You can be even just a housewife. I mean, how much can you apply these tools in your day-to-day life and create more ease and space for the people who are living around you, be it in your work environment, in your family, and even health issues can be dealt with. The four body processes that we talk about in the foundation, they're really powerful, and they can reverse even cancer. So yeah, how does it really get better than that?
Yeah. Before we end, I also want to say that yesterday I had flu-like symptoms and a fever, and I was really panicking, thinking that, do I have the virus? But my mom ran the MPVSS body process on me for 1.5 hours, and immediately after it went away.
Instant
It's
change.
really that simple. You don't have to rack your brain. You don't have to go to a doctor.
Yeah.
Although we don't advise that, not giving you any medical advice. This is just our experience. So try it and see if it works for you.
Yeah, my friends, ease is possible and it can be there for you every second of your life. So just choose.
Okay, we're gonna leave now. Bye.
Yeah. Bye bye. Thank you.